My feel-good show, breakfast show family. Listen, from adventuring in the mountains to adventuring in the kitchen, this is what we are getting into this morning because for the very first time, I think in the last couple of weeks, we're getting to use the kitchen again. And you know, I only cook once a year, and it is around Christmas, you know what I mean? So we've brought in the big guns, the people who are going to help us do this best. I am talking about the winner of Season 3 of Color Your Plate with Koo. It is, of course, Zaldha Hennessy, and today she is teaching us all about a cheesy bacon, pea, and onion tart. My Zaldha, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Zanele?
I'm amazing, thank you. I'm so excited to meet you because, girl, you do the thing in the kitchen. This is why you are such a winner. But today, am I ready? I tied my hair back. And I'm excited.
Perfect, yeah. We don't want hair getting in our way of an awesome meal.
Right. Okay, amazing. So, my Zaldha, let's get into it. What do I need to know for now, and how am I going to be helping you out?
Okay, first off, we have our puff pastry already scored around the edges, and it's been poked and all that pre-baked.
It looks beautiful.
Now, I mean, pastry is just the best, isn't it?
Right. All the time. I could eat that on its own, but everything looks beautiful, so I want to know what else we're doing.
Definitely. If you would do the honors of actually popping the bacon into the pan, we've got our onions sizzling here already.
Yes.
Can you imagine the smells?
All right.
How's that going to come?
I'm so hungry right now. So I'm very excited for us to taste this. But I can do that for you, Zaldha.
Okay,
I can.
awesome.
It's not too difficult. It's not even, you know what I mean, like something that I need to try too hard because, like I said, I only cook at Christmas time.
Yeah, but that's what's so awesome about this recipe. It is super, super easy.
Yes.
And I mean, you guys will see today, it's the easiest thing, but it's so impressive because of all the colors and the flavors that just meld together perfectly.
Come on, I love that. So, my Zaldha, I have to ask you, because like I said, you're a winner. You took first prize for the Color Your Plate with Koo Season 3. What inspired you to start getting into cooking and even to enter Season 3?
Look, my mom was a fantastic Sunday food cook, okay? But, you know, when I went to university, I felt I had to kind of like venture out there on my own a bit. Like see what a medium rare steak tastes like, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just thought everyone's always complimenting me on my cooking. Why don't I actually prove it to myself? Because, you know, we're our own worst enemy sometimes.
Yes.
So I had to prove it to myself, and that's what made me decide to go for Color Your Plate with Koo, because that's the best platform to prove to me I can do this.
That's so beautiful. And the fact that you did it like that, coming #1, that's incredible, Zaldha.
I would not have expected it, but like I'm so thankful for all the support.
Yes.
Guys, I'm also, Zanele,
yes.
I'm also going to be moving on to my topping that's going to go on here.
Please tell us.
That is where the cheesy bit comes in.
Okay.
So into our cream cottage cheese, we're putting 1 whole egg.
Yes.
And then you're just going to like kind of mix this up a little bit so long.
Yes.
Just to kind of incorporate.
So are you putting everything that's there right now into this mixture?
Basically, yes. This is where all the flavor comes in.
You see, this is what I like, Zaldha. That's nice and easy for me. Just putting everything into one bowl. It's my kind of recipe where I don't need to be following too many, like, you know, rules and things.
Exactly. And I mean, the bacon's easy enough to cook. The pastry is easy enough to cook. It comes with instructions.
Yeah.
So we've just got our fresh herb mixture in here as well. It's some mint, basil, and chives. And give that a nice little mix as well. And we all know how very important seasoning is.
Yeah, of course.
Cannot make anything with your good old salt and pepper.
100%.
So that will go in there. And then garlic powder.
I love garlic. Anything garlic.
I would bath in garlic.
Right. I get that. I get that, my Zaldha. But Zaldha, since, you know, winning Season 3, just being the queen that you are, what else have you been up to?
I've really been focusing on getting my social media presence a bit more up there.
Amazing.
And I mean, who wouldn't want to be a foodie influencer,
yes.
you know?
And also at the moment, it's such a big thing because so many people want to know how to cook, what's the easiest way, and they just enjoy that kind of content.
Exactly. I mean, everyone needs to eat.
Yes.
So whether you're going to actually make the recipe or not, we all love watching people cook.
Yes.
Turn this down for you.
Okie dokie. You see, Zaldha, I didn't even know that, but it's fine. You know, we're learning. We're learning. It's okay. Yeah.
I have got my parmesan as well. You're just going to put half of this inside of this mixture.
Okay, okay.
I mean, how much more bougie can you be?
I mean, parmesan. But my Zaldha, I have to ask you as well, because this is a very different recipe. I want to know, you know, what is the story behind it? How did you come up with it, or did you find it somewhere? What is it tied to as well?
Look, my husband had to go away on a business trip at some point, and him and I usually end up baking together.
Yeah.
And you won't believe it, but he usually does the fussy, finicky things like making pastry.
Love that.
And stuff like that.
Yes.
But I thought, I'm going to put myself out there on Colour Your Plate with Ku. I need to do these things.
Yes.
So I tested myself, I made some pastry, and then this, but I didn't want to go the sweet route, which is so, common.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something savoury to surprise him with when he comes home. He would never expect me to be making my own pastry at that point, you know? So, yeah, that's where this dish, and I just love the flavours of pea and mint together.
Yes.
And cheese.
And can I also ask you, because, I mean, not a lot of people, know what peas can do. Whenever they hear peas and then putting it together with bacon, it's kind of like a little bit of a, really? What does the peas do to kind of elevate this specific dish?
The peas, to me, it adds like a nice little fresh pop with the herbs. And I mean, minted peas is such a classic combination. And then, we do a pea and ham soup as well. And that's where the bacon flavour comes in.
Love that. So could you, possibly use ham for this instead of bacon?
You could use ham. You could also substitute it for some prosciutto or even like a macon. Okay. If you had to, if you don't do the bacon thing.
Yes.
We're just spreading our topping on here nicely.
I love that.
Evenly.
And also, you mustn't be surprised when you taste how amazing my bacon is today, Zaldha. What I do at home is I just pretend I can't cook so that they don't ask me to. Do you feel what I mean?
I also went through a phase like that when I was still a child at home. When I was 16, my mom expected me to be doing all the cooking,
and all you got to do is burn 2 eggs and life is good. They won't ask you again. That's it.
Exactly.
But at least with this, nothing can get burnt really because we're just going to be popping it into the oven, correct?
Yes, that's right. If you would just pop the bacon and the onions on there.
I can do that for you.
As you see fit.
I can do that indeed.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me take over.
Please do.
And then...
Zaldha just said, Zanele, maybe stop. You know what? Thank you for trying. Yes. Oh, if I can get the exciting plate out.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Okay. It's because she was giving me a job. It's not because I wasn't doing a good job. Thank you. Yeah.
No, I think there's another job you can do better than I can.
Oh, my goodness.
Presenting.
Oh, please, Zaldha. Zaldha's being nice. So this is what you prepared earlier on today, my Zaldha, correct?
That is correct. So there is your completed dish. You would just pop on some fresh herbs before you serve, and you will impress your guests with this.
I love it. It looks so beautiful. It looks absolutely delicious. And I also feel like it's something that's so easy.
It is. It's easy but spectacular, That's my favorite kind of food to cook.
Yes.
Always.
I love that. And Zaldha, if you were to, kind of inspire any people out there who want to get into the kitchen, want to be a chef just like you, what would you say to them in terms of just a little bit of advice?
You know what? Cook the way you feel. Cooking is definitely a feelings thing. I know it's like some people say, be a stickler for the recipe. I cannot cook according to a recipe. If you taste the flavors and you smell things, you know what goes together.
I love that. So it's kind of just like go with your gut.
Exactly. That's very well said.
And I was about to say, go with your gut as well. That's so beautiful. Where to from here for you, Zaldha? What more are we going to see you doing? What are your plans?
I've had some inquiries about people wanting to know if, I'll do some catering, private intimate events and stuff like that. So that's definitely something I'm looking into.
Beautiful.
It'll be quite exciting for me.
Lovely. Well, my Zaldha, thank you so much. Getting me into the kitchen, outside of Christmas. Well done. And thank you for making it so easy. And we wish you all of the best. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. You see, cooking together, it brings a bond. You know what I mean? But we also love cooking with you, my lovely, which is why you got to head over to expressoshow.com. That is where you can get the ingredients list as well as the recipe as a whole in terms of this delicious, cheesy bacon, pea and onion tart that Zaldha taught us today. It's always so lovely to make sure that we are 100% making you the cook that you deserve to be.